What's up, Scorpio? How are you guys doing? This is your extended reading for August 2023. Just squeezing the last couple of drops of info out of August, and then we're going to move on to the mid-months where I look for a change of timelines. So if you would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description box of this video. And for those of you who may not have caught the memo, I have added a new course to my School of Self-Mastery. It's the one y'all been asking about for months now. Manifesting Financial Abundance. Finally got it into a course, y'all. So all the information for everything that I just named is on my website, tarotwithrich.com. And that's all in the description box of this video as well. Okay. All right. Let's jump on into this. I'm starting these extended readings off with the current person. So if you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns with your current person, then this is not for you. All right, let's see. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's going wrong between Scorpio and the current person? Hang on just a second. Had to shut my window. All right. Current person. Bam. Uh-oh. Lover's card reversed. The connection's just not there anymore, is it? Just isn't quite what it once was. So maybe you've been waiting very patiently to see if that connection is going to pick back up again and turn back into that intense, loving connection that you all had back in the day, but just for whatever reason, maybe just work, finances, and day-to-day shit just kind of started getting in the way. For whatever reason, it just doesn't feel as intense as it once was. Could be a Gemini for some of you. All right, Two of Swords. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. You've been thinking long and hard about this, haven't you? And the King of Cups is reversed. Look, some of you, it's straight up finances. For some of you, it's just strictly financial codependency. Now, since the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles both came out in the reverse, maybe some of you are supporting somebody who ain't working. I know that's not going to be everybody, but the financial codependency card came out and the card of not working both came out. Eight and Nine of Pentacles both reversed. So, you know, maybe your person lost their job back during the pandemic and just never got another job. Just never did. Something like that, you know? It's like, God damn, I've been waiting how long? How long? And you still ain't working? But either way, even if that's not exactly the situation, I still kind of feel like that's probably the main thing that's keeping you there is finances. Even if you both make good money. I've seen that happen. I've had clients say, well, no, we both make $500,000 a year. This can't be financial codependency. Yeah, but think about it. You make $500,000, they make $500,000. All they care about is that 1 million. That's all they care about. We both make $1 million together, you know? So, I've been seeing lots of third-party situation shit going on here for about the past 4 signs. This card comes out, no matter what deck I pull from. So I'm just going to put it as a suspected third party. Maybe somebody here suspects a third party. Some of you could be married and just thinking long and hard about whether or not divorce is worth it. Okay. The signs I have on the table are Gemini and Libra. Man, especially if you with an air sign, come on now, man. Water signs. Water signs. Stay away from the air signs, dude. What are y'all doing, man? Unless you got somebody that has like a really, really heavy earth influence in their chart, stay away from the damn air signs. I can't say that enough. Y'all speak two different vibrational languages, dude. All right. Well, let's look at the current person's feelings for you. How's this person feel about Scorpio? Current person. King of Pentacles. What's that tell you? They're right on board. They're feeling the exact same way you're feeling. Lover's card reversed again. So now they ain't really feeling it either. Not really. Six of Pentacles, Strength reversed, Magician. Okay. King of Cups reversed again. They're right there with you. They're right there with you. Just doesn't really feel like the connection's there anymore. Only difference between you and them, though, is I don't think that they're thinking about it as if it's a really serious problem, quite like you. I think you're much more in your head about thinking about, well, where's this going? Am I going to keep this going? Or am I just going to leave? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay, go, stay, go? I don't think they're feeling that way about it. I think that they're pretty comfortable where they are. Now, they don't really feel a connection anymore quite as much as they used to. They don't have the strongest feelings in the world like they used to, but you are their comfort zone. You're their comfort zone. So they don't want to leave because they're comfortable. Okay. The signs I have here are Taurus, Leo, and Gemini. Well, let's see the outcome for August then. Will you stay or will you go? What's the outcome for August? Boom. Seven of Swords reversed. Feel like somebody's going to get caught in a lie. Somebody here is getting caught doing something sneaky. I don't know who it is. I'm going to have to ask you to go inside and check with yourself. Are you doing some sneaky shit? Are you? Are you keeping secrets, being sneaky? If you are, you about to get found out. If you're not, I feel like you gonna catch this person doing some sneaky shit. Hang on. Fool card reversed. 10 of Pentacles, though. It almost kind of feels like you're going to catch them in something, but not say anything about it. Or maybe you don't fully catch them, but you catch something that is like evidence of something. You just don't have all the evidence that, so you're kind of hanging back. Like, for example, I don't know. Let's say you see that they hearted somebody else's selfie and commented sexy. And you see that, where it shows this person, like on Facebook and whatnot, where sometimes if one of your friends comments on something, it'll tell you about it. Like, oh, such and such commented on this photo, and it shows where they said cute or sexy or something like that. It's evidence of something, but now it's like, oh, it's on. Oh, it's on. But you ain't saying nothing. Not saying nothing. It's like, okay, time to bust out the monocle. Time to go play detective type shit. Now your guard's going up, but I'm not seeing you go anywhere. There's that 3 of Swords again. Suspected third party. What's the advice? What's the advice? Nine of Cups reversed. We don't have time for that lecture here today. Look, if it gets to that point, let's say, for example, you find something that looks like it might be evidence of something sneaky, but it's actually not. You know, let's say you're over dramatizing it in your mind and they're not actually even up to anything bad. Let's just play devil's advocate for a minute. That energy that you don't trust them will still sabotage the connection. Just that energy, period. That energy, people don't understand how destructive that energy is, that lack of trust energy. So destructive. It doesn't matter if it's warranted or unwarranted. It doesn't matter if you can trust them or you can't, or if you know exactly what they're up to, or you're completely and totally mistaken. That energy will destroy a connection. Period. Period. So I would highly recommend that if you see something that you deem to be possible evidence of some sneaky shit, don't go hide and snoop and sneak. Lay it on the table. Lay it on the table. Yo, what's this all about? Why did you comment this? I'll tell you what that happened to me one time. Let me tell you a little story. So there is this person on social media who is a female, and she's funny as hell, but she is extremely unattractive. She's like not very easy on the eyes at all, and she has real messed up teeth. And she was saying something about her smile and her teeth. And I wanted to figure out a way to try to comment and say that that big smile of yours is the main reason why people watch you. But I didn't want to make it sound flirty because I wasn't flirting with her. And I also didn't want to make it sound like I was making fun of her because I wasn't trying to make fun of her either. You know, but she does. She has really jacked up teeth. She has a big old, huge, goofy looking smile. And that's the main reason why people get stuck watching her content. It's very obvious. So I was trying to figure out a way to say that. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing you, and I don't want to sound like I'm flirting at the same time. Well, my wife saw it. She said, "Are you flirting with her?" I was like, "No. Have you seen this person?" She brought it right to me. She said, "What's that all about? Are you flirting with somebody?" I was like, no. I was like, "Look at this person. Look at this person, you know? Absolutely not." But she brought it right to me. And we cleared it and squashed it right then and there, you know? So that's the way I think you should handle it. If you see something that you think might be suspicious, lay it on the table right then and there. Maybe they'll be honest with you. Maybe they won't. But if they're not being honest with you, and you can feel it, and you confront them, and that creates a weird, strange, you know, the lack of trust is getting heavier and heavier. After a certain point, it's like, look, there is no trust here. So we're either going to come to some kind of agreement where we can trust each other, or I'm leaving, because yeah, this lack of trust is just going to get heavier and heavier and heavier, and it's going to pull us apart eventually. It's going to eventually, you know? So, all righty. Okay, let's take a look at the next person coming in. Next person due to come in. Next person due to come in. Next soul contract due to come in. All right. Uh-oh. 7 of Wands, though. Star card could be an Aquarius for some of you. Two of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of tension here. What is it with almost every other time I read a new connection, there's always some kind of tension involved. So I'm feeling like this person's very guarded, very defensive, a little bit emotionally immature, a little bit closed off. But you have an intuitive feeling that this person means very well, and you can tell they're not playing games. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. So you could tell and you can feel it. I can tell, I can intuitively feel that this person is not playing games, but they are a little bit defensive and a little bit immature. Obviously, something happened to them in the past that they haven't quite healed from. So they're not really wanting to just jump head first into a stupid relationship and get hurt again. They got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Yep, something bad happened to them in the past. So, but again, it's weird because you can feel that they mean well. I think you're intuitively feeling this out. And even though the energy on the surface may be a little bit funny and a little bit weird, you can feel that they mean well. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Let's see, I have Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Aries. Could be an Aries for some of you. Well, let's dig their energy up a little bit deeper. See if we can get a deeper look at this person's intentions and feelings. Dig their energy up a little bit deeper. Ooh, Ace of Cups. See, they actually have a lot of feelings for you. But maybe that scares them. Maybe that scares them. They're afraid to fall in love. They're afraid to fall in love. Why? Because there's so many people out there that as soon as they find out how you feel, they use that to their advantage. So they're keeping a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, coming off a little bit aggressive to try to deter you away from possibly, taking advantage of their feelings. Again, immature way to go about it. I'm not saying it's okay, but I don't think they have bad intentions. I do not. I do not think that it's coming from a place of trying to manipulate you, trying to lead you on, trying to play games with you. They mean well, and they want something serious, and they got a lot of feelings for you. And the level at which they've developed feelings for you scares them. That's what it is. That's what it is. But they don't have bad intentions. They do not. For those of you wondering whether or not they are thinking about reconciling with a past person, I don't think so. Looks to me like what's in the past is in the past. Even if their ex tried to come back and get with them. No, ain't happening. The past is where it belongs, in the past. The past is going to stay where it belongs, which is in the past. So I don't think you have anything to worry about as far as that goes. 10 of Cups. Look, when it all comes down to it, like I said, this is the slippery conundrum that we find ourselves in many, many times when you can feel that somebody means well, You know they have good intentions. You just don't know if they have the emotional or the psychological bandwidth to actually cultivate a healthy connection with somebody and a mature connection with somebody. So that's the conundrum I think you're finding yourself in. And that is a conundrum. I mean, it is. Because when you know that somebody has good intentions, but they're just too immature, well, what do I do here? What do I do? I can tell that you mean well, but if you're not mature enough to cultivate a healthy connection, then is it worth it? That can be a tough call to make sometimes. All right. I always got a sage for the Scorpio readings. Okay, well, let's look at the outcome for the first 30 days. Outcome for the first 30 days of the next connection coming in. Outcome for the first 30 days. Outcome for the first 30 days. Y'all taking this slow. Taking it slow, but a very, very intense emotional connection is cultivating. Communication looks good. Emotional independence looks good. It's looking pretty damn good. The only thing is King of Cups, Queen of Cups, both reversed. Y'all both fallen head over heels in love with each other, but you're both still not 100% sure how to go about communicating that with each other. But it is looking kind of good, though, with the Ace of Cups there. Okay, is there any advice? Is there any advice? 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. No. It's looking pretty good. Keep doing what you're doing. See, all right. Your primary focus should be on your morals and values. As long as our morals and values align, at the end of the day, I think we'll be good. Morals and values. We have to share values and morals. You know, as long as our morals and values align, I have personally seen a relationship where people are two different religions work out successfully because their morals and their values aligned. How the fuck? I don't know how the fuck you do that. I can't begin to wrap my mind around that, but I've seen it happen. I have literally seen it happen. A Christian and a Muslim. Happy, successful, healthy relationship. Morals and values align. And they're fucking awesome. Awesome couple, you know? I can't even begin to describe or sit and explain or talk about the energetics that goes into that. That's on a totally different level for me. But as long as your morals and values align and both of you are on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal, y'all be all right. All right. General advice. General advice. Do we have for Scorpio? General advice. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. Okay. You all know that I use the analogy very frequently of climbing the mountain. right? So I'm going to keep that analogy going. On your way up the mountain, you will not win every single battle on your way up the mountain. You will not. You will not. Part of the art of climbing the mountain is knowing when to throw in the white towel. Part of the art is knowing when to throw in the white towel. Think about it. Most people aren't climbing the mountain. Most people aren't. Most people stay at the same level their whole life. Their whole life. So if me and you are on the same level and you're competing against me, chances are I'll probably throw in the white towel and let you have it. You know why? Because I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. So you go ahead and be the king or the queen of the bottom of the mountain. You go right ahead. I'm climbing this mountain. And if I have a choice between either throwing in the white towel or making it to the next level, you can have it. You can have it. If you want to be the king or the queen of the bottom of the mountain, you can have it. I'm not staying here. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Understand the power of alone time. The power of alone time is so important. This doesn't mean go isolate yourself and cut yourself off from everybody, unless, of course, you want to. Then, okay, it is what it is. But understand the power of alone time. Emotional independence doesn't mean alone. We hear that word independent thrown around, especially the dating world. We hear that word independent thrown around like crazy. When we hear that word independent, most of the time, the connotation that we subconsciously attach to it is alone. Independent doesn't mean alone. It means I'm not dependent. I don't have to be alone to not be dependent. You could be happily married to your life partner. You could have a huge circle of friends and family and still be independent. Just because you're happily married to your life partner and you have an enormous circle of friends and family, that doesn't make you dependent on them. This is all a state of being. Independence is a state of being. I don't depend on anyone or anything to be my only source of fill in the blank. When it comes to emotional independence, my only source of happiness, love, joy, and fulfillment. Yeah, I'm happily married to my life partner, but I'm not dependent on that person to be my only source of happiness. Yeah, I have a huge circle of friends and family, but I'm not dependent on them to make me happy. I'm happy because I said so. That has nothing to do with my relationship, my friends, and my family. That's the true power of independence. That is. Okay. So learn the power of alone time, because sometimes you gotta go assign yourself some alone time. Gather your thoughts, gather your feelings. Let me tell you a little something about me. I schedule myself no less than 2 hours of me time every day. No less. First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. Nobody is allowed in my auric field for the first 2 hours of my day. It's just me, myself, and I and me. Nobody else but I, myself, and me for the first 2 hours of my day. While I'm getting my vibe right. While I'm getting my thoughts together. While I'm planning my day out. While I'm I'm setting out my goals and my accomplishments and the things that I'm wanting to accomplish for the day. At least 2 hours. So learn the power of alone time, because if you utilize it properly, it's very, very powerful. All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. I am eternally grateful for every last one of you who tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.